it's been about a week since we played Disco Elysium last. I've just spent the last, like, 40 minutes messing around with my settings to make sure that this recording looked fine. It probably doesn't. So that's gonna be fun. But, like I said, it has been about a week since we did our charity stream, for Disco Elysium, doing our Worst Band in Revochal run, and I do want to continue that. I do want to continue to make bad choices outside of raising funds. But I didn't necessarily want to continue streaming it, so I think that this is going to be like a little side project that I work on, and I just record it and we upload it to YouTube. So hey, finally doing that thing I said I would do, where I start uploading shit to YouTube more regularly. Not consistently, mind you, that's not happening. But I do want to try and like start recording stuff more normally. Just because I want to do like indie games, and I want to continue on with our Worst Man in Revochal run and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. The Kingdom Hearts video, of all things, did pretty fine. So, you know, I figured that y'all might enjoy this. And if not, well, that's too bad. I'm still gonna do it. But yeah, I figure we can do a little bit, maybe like an hour here or there every so often. Weekends are probably gonna be the best for me as far as like when I can record is concerned. But like I said, it has been a week, so I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. I need money for Gart. Understood. We need to open the apartment for Everard. Right. Kim isn't here with us right now. Oh god, I forgot about my ranking. Oh jeez. Good cop, bad cop, 1. Not really a moralist. Definitely not an ultra-liberal. Definitely not a communist. For sure a fascist, though. Oh boy. We're definitely a superstar cop, so that's exciting. Alright, what do we need to do? We need to find our bird, but that costs money to read the book, because I did it bad and I couldn't steal it. Can I try and steal it again, actually? As we're thinking about it? I don't think I can. I think I've, like, closed it off. Okay. Yeah. I guess I can try the cargo door again. That was on white, right? Yeah. So we can try that one more time. Kim isn't here right now, and I didn't want to do a whole bunch of, like, normal exploring without him. I'll do my crime exploring without Kim. Because I don't want him to narc on me. I mean, we already took some drugs, so that's exciting. And he wasn't around. We were doing drugs in the kitchen. Hopefully nobody tells him that that's what we were doing. Look, we're nice, actually. I don't want to go over there. Just because I'm Measurehead's race pupil. Doesn't mean I want to go talk to him. Is the thing. Boy, we've done some bad things recently, haven't we? Like, we've already done it real bad. And it's just gonna get worse. So that's something. That sure is a thing.
Back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Hey there, sugar.
The container door appears unmoved by your attempt at flattery.
You're a fine piece of engineering, do you know that? Come on, don't shut me out, let me in. Just another day, another cop, and another container. You're a fine piece of engineering, do you know that?
The door does not respond to your advances. Is it possible that it seems somehow more closed than before?
Oh no.
Why does this situation feel so familiar? Do you have a history of propositioning inanimate objects?
Please, Inland Empire,
And as it's always
No.
been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
I do like that I get a +1 for having been in the world for 2 days. So that's exciting. That's the wrong button. Alright, well... Container remains shut. Harry, you have to go down the stairs, buddy. Okay. Alright, we have this problem every single time. And I need you to go down the stairs. Gosh, what else can we do? We can't climb up here, can I? That's unfortunate. Alright. Can I look through here again? Probably not.
Stand steady as ever.
No.
And the drawer.
Okay. Considering none of that is new, we won't bother with it. Is there anything else I can try? I kind of want to keep the expression always. So we won't be trying the mirror again. And there's nothing else for me to try. So maybe we go break into that apartment. I mean, like, Kim knows that we're gonna be doing that. And he's fine with it. Or as fine as he can be with it. And we don't want to talk to the Hardy Boys. Because I need Kim there for that. Not necessarily for, like, any particular reason. I personally need Kim there as moral support. Because there's scary boys. What's this? Excuse me? Hello? Someone's making noises out in the living room and I think it's a cat. Hope it's a cat. Yeah. I mean, it could be my upstairs neighbors too, is a thing. We have reasoned with the wall. So we could probably... We need to find some paint for that eventually, right? We've been let in? Ma'am?
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing. Same.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. This won't take long. I only have a few questions.
Go ahead, then. What do you want to know, policeman?
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Should probably wait until Kim gets here for this. Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a
Dang.
little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Well, that's not going to help your bronchitis either.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
Ma'am.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere
Yeah.
in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
That's not... Fuck. No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he is? He's wanted for murder? He's going away for life? The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes a broom, trying to catch her breath.
I'll wait till you've got the wrong man. But even so, you're out of luck, policeman. I saw him leave the building just before you came in.
Even so, I'd like to talk to him.
He lives upstairs in room 28.
Oh.
Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
You're teased. Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
She leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Thanks, I'm off. Gross. Yes, I will be trying to break in. No. Well, I was gonna try and break into all the doors. Bottle. Okay, before we come out here and bother Cindy, I want to look around. Foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Well, well, well.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Rub my sides for
A
warmth.
former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius.
Gross. Gross, 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 gross. Her
It's
face?
red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern
Speaking of
wall
cold.
connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Shiver. And finish that thought. Someone has torn down the wall. I would like to go in, please. Old grocery list on the table and checks. Nosafed. Money. Nothing else. Okay. Interesting. Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. I'm gonna have to ask you about apartment 8 eventually, ma'am. Door 9 is locked. What's in here? Postcard for Boogie Street. More money. Are those shoes? Am I taking... No. Okay. I mean, they might be shoes, but I'm not stealing someone's
You hear
shoes.
someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Knock.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock.
Poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Voice lines? This is the police, open up. I say, in response to, this time steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive
Do
edge.
you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Nah, she right. Ooh, we leveled up. Can't increase Inland Empire anymore, which is a shame. Thinking, contemplating, considering what we want to do. I mean, Rhetoric's been giving us some bad options. That might be like the last time that I do Rhetoric, though. Wait, I was gonna get a new thought spot, wasn't I? Thought spot? Just a new thought bubble. One of these, because we got anti-object task force. Okay, well, I can do that next level up.
This door has been closed with a padlock.
This is what happens when you don't play your game for a week.
Number 11.
Knock?
No reply.
Examine the
It's a solid
padlock?
lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Well, guess what we have?
Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Okay, well, I can put those in my hand. Chain cutter? I'm sorry, bag. I love you. Get out of here.
This door has been closed with a The shackle snaps like a twig,
Hey.
and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be
Perfect.
possible to enter now.
Great. I would love to do that. But also, what is this? Someone's drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. Before I go in there...
It isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution.
Why do I know
Even
this?
today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Communism is the ideology of gutless intellectuals and clueless university students. They don't care about the real working man.
Working. Sorry. I'm too fascist for those thoughts. Oh boy. Flip up glasses. The auditor. Excuse me? Cleaning chemicals. These ones give me +1 to visual calculus, but -1 to drama. But these give me +1 to logic, -1 to authority. I'm just gonna put them on for 2 seconds to see how funny they look. They are fairly funny, but my authority is already pretty low, and I don't want that to go any lower. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. What's this one? Does that go outside? That goes outside. That's an outside. Breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Curtain shift just a little. Someone's watching from within. Great. I'll come back out here in a bit. For now, I want to keep looking around. I want to get stuff. You have to let me get stuff. Old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and slippers. Excuse me. Rumbling snore comes from within. Snoring is scary somehow. You should leave. Ooh. Just a bathroom. Moss crawls on those bathroom tiles. Actual moss. Commodore Red. Magnesium for morale. Perfect. Shower curtain is covered in some sort of slime. Ucky. Okay. Before we go down the stairs, I do want to check down over there. Let's go in here first. Flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kayshurrr Mazov.
Who's Kayshurrr Mazov?
Situated between a poster of a white star and a photo of revolutionaries posing with their guns. This can't be coincidence. There can only be one explanation.
And what's that explanation?
Kayshurrr Mazov is a communard. Yes. Kayshurrr Mazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a theoretical historian. He was a leading figure in the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Sorry, I do like the fact that this is an easy encyclopedia thing, and I just barely made that roll. Communard lives in this room. Kayshurrr Mazov was a filthy homosexual.
The bust doesn't reply. The hallway behind the door is empty. No one heard your words.
Oh, jeez. Okay, you know what? Actually, that's good. That means Kim can't be
Poor
disappointed
communard
with me for
from the
being
looks of it.
a horrible
The room is
person.
barely bigger than the closet.
Oh, there's that line that we already had. Okay, we leave. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. 9mm bullet. Sararmarizian lounge jacket. I've butchered that. I'm sorry. Harry, you can't. We can't be like this, buddy. I know you're gonna continue to be like this. Oh, this leads outside. Okay, cool. That's the building that Kim and I were trying to break into. Well, I say trying. We successfully broke into, but we just haven't gone in yet. I don't remember why I stopped. I think I was getting ready to... Ooh, what's in there? I think I was getting ready to send the body away. Might be why we stopped doing that, because I was like, I want Kim to go away for a little bit, and now I regret sending Kim away. So that's cool.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Okay.
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker from the balcony lives.
I mean, she said he left, though.
No one answers. Looks like he isn't home. You should come back later, after 2100.
I can do that, I suppose. This is apartment to door 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. Door to apartment 30. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. Great. Just a door. Nothing for you here right now. What do you mean right now? You can't tell me there's a door here and then tell me I can't go in right now. I want in right now. Alright, well, there's nothing for us to do out here. I guess we can go talk to Cindy. So we can get to where she is now. And also ask this lady about stuff.
Give me a moment. Ask
A few
away,
questions about the
please.
apartments. Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
What the hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
Dang.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood.
Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
Okay. Is one of the residents on a vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Who lives in apartment 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
She pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallway, trinkets and empty beer cans.
Yes. That's strictly a young people problem, says the alcoholic. Who lives behind the padlocked door?
That one is a scientist, a future scholar.
Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
You mean the star and antlers? I think that's a symbol of communism.
Symbol of what now?
You know, the ones who support the working class against capital. It's an ideology, has some noble aims, but it's also been used to justify terrible bloodshed. It's for loons who have no idea how the economy works. It's a symbol for contributing to the demise of our noble state in the name of some made-up word of equality.
I don't believe in equality. Never seen it work.
She mumbles some kind.
Alright. Perfect. Somebody against communism. This old lady is horrible. Harry is horrible. They're all horrible. Above tarps flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. Okay. Before we... Well, I guess I can check this right now. Door's locked, you can't get in. Okay. Well, good thing we checked. We just... Going back in here? Okay. What's happening? Nothing? No thoughts? Nothing? Someone's been sleeping here recently. Oh. And if cold will last for several winters, smells of chemicals. Fire! Suddenly feel the box is on fire. Why? Because drugs. Harry. Harry. Harry, I want you to take your drugs. Harry, you have to take your drugs. Maybe I'm still high. Maybe that's the issue. It's the laborer genes. +1 to electrochemistry, -1 to reaction speed. That's fine. This is the only time I will ever put pants on. Because, I mean... No, those are so long! I thought they were shorts. I'm disappointed we're not wearing them. Can I equip that? Yeah, I can. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here, so it's time to leave. What do you have to say to Cindy?
The piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right, we've evolved. You're in trouble now, little lady. We cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches, or people having high ground on us.
Yeah, you got me now. The dynamic between us has completely changed.
She crosses her
That
arms.
smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? This shit is pumped out of government vehicles.
This has to be illegal.
Cite me the statute that says you can't paint murals with fuel oil, and I promise I'll cease and desist.
Fair enough. Is that bed in the cold room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
I love Cindy so
She
much.
does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Don't you have a real
Does
home?
anyone in a city like this?
I'm sorry, Cindy. Cool. I have other
Shoot,
questions.
Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
I found some drugs in the coal room. Yours?
It just might be. Rough stuff. If you take the ride, you'd be wise to buckle your little pig belly up.
I like bumpy rides. Do you know where I can get more? It's either that or I have to take her in for possession of drugs, but give me more drugs.
Apologize, but we're currently not buying the entrapment you're selling. Please call again later. Thank you.
She smiles at her own
If
joke.
you're really interested, then I'm sorry. But I don't do anti-radiation drugs anymore, so I don't know where to get them.
Where did you get these
From
then?
a guy on Buggy Street, Porta Rosa. Go there after midnight, and you can get all kinds of funny things. Veterans of the People's Pile selling their stash.
She immediately regrets telling you, but it's too late.
Whoa. It's fine, Cindy. I'm not gonna rat you out because I like drugs too. Cindy, I need some paint and your brush
What
too.
for?
For my motor carriage, we're going undercover. The apocalypse is coming. I need to warn people for art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if it's for art, but what kind of art are we talking about?
To be honest, I haven't really thought of anything yet, but I'm sure I will. Everything is sad and shit, and we need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush. Grand art. Art deluxe. The artiest. Artsiest. The most groundbreaking. Nope, to be honest, I haven't really thought of anything, but I'm sure I
Then
will.
now's time to find your own fucking brush.
You'll see, you will all see and tremble. Crush a man's dreams like that. I hope
There,
you're
there,
happy.
Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. Because you suck in life and in everything.
Wow! Okay, but can I try to explain?
They do say the painter always paints his own portrait.
I'm gonna paint a self-portrait, but sort of, you know, from the inside, to show people what it's like.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, Piggo.
What if I had some interpretive dance? Okay, I won't do that. Please, just give me some paint and a brush. I need to do some art.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portraits.
Thanks, Cindy.
But I'm all out of fuel oil.
You know what you should be able to find in your government-issued vehicle? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil.
Can't I just use paint? Nah, right on. No way I'm settling for paint if even children are painting with fuel
That
oil.
beautiful wall deserves nothing less.
Alright, catch you later, Cindy. We have a paintbrush. That's exciting. We're gonna investigate room 10, add beauty to the wall, smoke around the balcony, or things that have been added. I can't do the painting just yet because Kim's not here at the moment. But I can go be a dick to the lady in room 10.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
This apartment's supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in, then open the door so I can verify your identity. Are you cooking morphine in there? Then open the door so I can verify your identity. There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
Well, that was easy.
Lol. Alright. Hi, before I talk to you... +1 to indirect modes of taxation. Looks like a fine mattress. Don't be ridiculous, you can hear it swarming with bugs. Ugh. Blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it! +3 for morale. Oh, give me that. My morale is constantly hurting. Also, our boots give us authority, right? Our big boots. Yeah, +2 to authority, -1 to that. To that. Composure. Sorry. My brain just farted.
My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Jingles a set of keys in her hands.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20, at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paper-clad passport. I'm gonna inspect it.
In hand, with the words Revochal Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Everything seems to be in order.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
I fuck shit up too.
Sounds like you've spent too much time undercover in some rock band.
It's not a compliment.
Thank you, Rhetoric. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
A hole in the
Oh.
wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
She snaps her finger. My money has also disappeared, I think. Couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby. So wait, what happened with the wall? It couldn't have been that much money.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
Alright, so... Wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
She's still shaking her head. Manicured hands now crossed over the chest. That's all, thanks. She replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Okay, well...
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
I'm not some sort of peeper. It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of the world.
The world's secrets were made for you.
Jamrock
They wait
Shuffle.
patiently for you to uncover them.
I need to level up ASAP. I need more things for my thought map. How are we doing on levels? Only got 15 out of 100. God, we have so long until Kim comes back. Does Lady have anything more to say?
Good. What can I help you with?
What can you tell me about the
Quite
lynching?
a few things, I'm afraid.
She fell silent for the moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your name and badge number.
Why is this necessary?
Can't go around telling confidential information to strangers. I've signed a contract.
The thing is, I don't have a badge at the moment.
What happened to it, Detective?
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
See. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible after a night of heavy drinking I lost all my memory of my life and the world. Could have eaten it all could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything, this world, the city, nothing. So are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all my memory.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious
Oh.
turns in our conversation.
Realize it's a little more forthcoming than I've been thus far, but...
However, this isn't about my feelings. There's also protocol to consider. I'm afraid I can't say any more until I've seen that badge.
That's fair. We gotta get our badge back.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Okay, let's see if I can do suggestion. I probably can't, but
Feelings
yep.
will guide the way.
But madam, I need to know about this lynching. It's very important to me. It's the case I'm
assure you,
solving.
This is no small matter to me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
So these are both very good. You don't understand. It's not like a side case for me. This is my main thing. You have so much else. I only have this. This is the entirety of my existence.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
This boat, for example, and a home somewhere. I only have this case.
Officer,
The carbon fiber hole creaks. I don't remember anything except this lynching. There's only this coast and this lynching.
No, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it.
I mean, I'll look into drugs.
Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revochal with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
What kind of ingredients are we talking about here?
Dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Okay.
Shit, yeah, baby. It's the party pipeline. Why would you want to shut that down?
Why are you trying to shut down the party pipeline?
I assure you, officer, these are not the sort of parties you'd want to attend.
I mean, Joyce, you don't know
She
me.
has no idea what kind of parties you've been to.
Well, let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revochal through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Am I gonna need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable.
Okay.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Which gives you a knowing look.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
It's no... Wait, why didn't you come to RCM earlier? It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it? What proof do you have that the Union is involved? We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation. Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
I did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
All this talk about jurisdictions is really cramping my style. I just want to get to the bottom of this.
Here's your chance.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
She pauses, looking to the sea.
this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
Okay.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revochal. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
The cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinez to Jamrock, in the traffic you hear the clinking of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin. Or is it just your teeth chattering in the cold?
Fucking misery.
A lot of it. It comes in from large Samaran factories in South Safre, Sigai, and Sinyao. The literage they must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic.
What proof do you have that the Union is
How do you
involved
think
in?
they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight. It's true they drove a number of the local businesses to bankruptcy preparing for this venture. I've talked to a few business owners. It was quite the shakedown, but the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely. then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the
Two
lynching.
might even be connected.
Okay, I made up my mind about the smuggling investigation. I'll look into it, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. Perfect! Well, this is a thing we can do while Kim's not around, because he would get annoyed that we're doing something not related to the case. I mean, that's just what Kim does, though. But surprise, it's all connected! He just doesn't understand! I would like for Kim to come back, though. If for no other reason than I would like to paint this wall. But, you know, what can you do? Just gotta wait, I suppose. You know, fill our time with talking to lorry drivers. That's fine. Hi, you're a lorry driver.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer.
I love Tommy.
Like a traveler
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes.
from another planet. Hey there.
I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
He nods emphatically. What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping
The air
gesture.
from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals, and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
How long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it. I don't quite understand what you just said. Keep it simpler. I'm here to ask questions. Crime
Everyone's
questions.
a critic, man. It's okay.
No,
I've been
Tommy,
here
I
a
love
whole
you.
week already.
Tommy, I love you.
So tell me, what do you need?
Got any smokes on you?
Nope, don't smoke.
He nods toward the big lorry behind him.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
He says he doesn't smoke, but I do see him smoking every so often. That is a cigarette. Tommy! Tommy, you're lying to me.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
I just failed it. Guess I'll ask
You
around
could
then.
also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Revochal's weird.
Care to spare some change for working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They
The
who?
bosses, man.
Makes sense. First work, then pay. I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them. So you're broke. Got it. What else did I have to ask
know.
here?
What you need?
Tell me more about this strike.
Whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
Well, there's definitely a way in.
Going
I've
on
been
strike
in.
would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe I should go on strike. What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Maybe I should go on
Maybe
strike.
you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not?
What do you think the company
I want
wants?
to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of
Us
who?
lorry drivers. Cam, your nurse. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. Once one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
What are you hauling anyway?
High-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il-Moran market lately.
So nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
That's your machine behind
Just
you?
rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Interested? Not really. I just asked because, I don't know, must be a cop reflux. Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat.
For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
Can I get one of those found tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch of some good performance wear.
Right. I had another
The man
question.
taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Do you finance those other addictions with drug
That's
trafficking?
serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal
Not me,
B.
man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait, then why are you still hanging
Gotta
around?
guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Working on these rhymes clearly leads to muscular atrophy. Make sure you don't get hooked on poetry.
Who do you think could be conducting the trade,
Look,
drug
man,
trade
I try
here?
To stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revochal. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
All right, hold on. I have to try it.
Your best verse. You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
She broke me. She
That's
fucking
rude,
broke
man.
me.
But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
No, Tommy, these are my rhymes. Listen. She fucked me till I bled.
That's,
It's not real, man. It's my actual thoughts. It's a poem.
Yeah, I get that, and it's cool, but...
I will never be the same again. She's always there. Fuck the case. Fuck everything. Total doom.
Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
I'm good for now. Good
Don't be a
talk.
stranger.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tommy. Thank you for listening. Holy shit. What a day. Can I... There's a lot to look at here. White tank top for physical instrument. I've got my mesh top on, don't I? Yeah, for drama. I can't take that off. Money. Also, there's a conceptualization over here, isn't there?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is
A
this?
silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revochal, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." As you look up, you notice something about the statue.
Right.
There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What indentations? What do I see?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revochal. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national
Stories have it
treasury?
that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He
Okay.
called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style. The king is the king and he can do anything. Wait, really? There's no way that's true. Deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit. I would like to sleep on gold.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
Okay, what is nose candy?
Cocaine.
This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers
You know what nose
said
candy
it
is? I
helped
just
him
thought it was
connect
funny that
with
Harry
the
was asking about
higher
it.
realms.
So he was addicted to nose candy? A bloated druggie?
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Okay, where is he buried
Beneath
now?
the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. A group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revochal in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant, so funny and nihilistic. That's such a bad idea. I really don't get art.
Neither do people in
I mean, I think it
Martinez.
is very
The
funny.
statue proved to be controversial in a neighborhood mostly populated by the left-leaning working class. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Okay. Interesting. Breakthrough!
Revochalian nationhood.
Oh god.
The Revochalian state will be a serene place. You should get a drink. A beautiful, serene place of mystery and peace. It will not be a place for women to infect with their frailty and hysterics, or where the Seminese will be allowed to wear their pants around their ankles. All of that will go once you get a drink. The socialist professors at the École Supérieure will be fired. The editors of Trompe le Monde will have to beg in the streets. You'll pour beer into their begging hats and laugh. You should get a beer.
Nationalist dialogue options. Damage my morale. Oh no, but alcohol gives me +2. FYS. Oh, physique, okay. Maybe that's not that great. Uh-oh. Alright, well... Oh, I should report back to the cleaning lady as well. Forgot about that. But I'm here, and I'm talking to the lorry drivers. You need to check what time it is. We can go for a little longer. That's fine.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma? Snap your fingers in front of her face. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions. I snap my fingers in front of her face.
Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality. Me? I'm the law around here.
I don't suppose you could tell me where we are, Lowman? Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She adds with contempt. What's so bad about the 50s?
You have the small jewels and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Where else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro.
Okay.
Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. Who's Gabriel?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what? The world. The present.
Right, I have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the
There's
dashboard.
something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds,
Of course
really?
not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo. If you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Wait, you get high off driving a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Sheriff. It's low. I go to the bottom.
She closes her eyes in a reverie.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
What if the cargo is
It's
contraband?
contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
I still don't really understand this whole Boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen?
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
Think I see where this is going.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
A beautiful song.
The most beautiful. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
What if to truly love a Boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Before I came, you seemed
What do you
away.
mean?
You were in a dream, inactive, turned off.
Yes? What about it?
Should you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind
A
submerge.
terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatalia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. She reports to the proper authorities. Nah, I'm something of an expert myself.
You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Hey!
Is that all you woke me up to say?
Show me the soles of your boots.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Harry?
It's for important police business, ma'am. Please help me out here. It's important. It's important
I'm
police
starting
business.
to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Now the other one, please.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
There's no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
Wait, what do you mean it was the coronation of Franco Negro?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Jerife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
As
Ma'am, are
she
you
says
good?
Carnival. She gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
These are not the boots I was looking
The
for.
feet of a little girl. They fit well on the pedals.
Seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
The adversary?
There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest. I I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Okay, but what does electrochemistry think of? Where can I get my hands on an experience like that?
You don't know?
Hmm. What is it you're hauling exactly?
Low man, what of it?
Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs? How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry? No, it's you said earlier.
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
Drugs?
No, Lowman, diamonds.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Are you making fun of me right now? You'd better start complying. I didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that. You have to guess. Who do you think was here? Not involved. No. Are you making fun of me right now? Better start complying.
Make fun of a real lowman, Sheriff.
Didn't ask about diamonds, did
Diamonds
I?
are good for you, lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting
Where
here?
do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
Alright, thank
Yes,
you.
Go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Her voice trails off. Is there anything else that I can look at around here? Don't believe so. Is there... I can go... Yeah, I can go in here, can't I?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the
The
window.
windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Oh,
A
jeez.
large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Okay. I mean, I assume that's the racist Laurie's car, right?
Looking for something?
You're Laurie man, right? What's your stance on drugs?
They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Takes a long drag on a cigarette. You smell of booze and cigarettes. What's different about narcotics?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Hold on, but they make alcohol in Ilmara too. I was told they
I
do.
don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of
Not
Martinez.
in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my
Ugh.
tribe.
So you're telling me that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal
I
B?
don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
He puffs on a cigarette. Then what are you why are you still hanging around here? Most other Camineurs have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Bad for him, I
It's
guess.
a fucking travesty is what it is.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
The one reselling humanitarian aid packages, right? Wait, the street vendor south of here? That guy's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer's stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. His tribe are natural liars.
Yikes.
It's in their blood. He's your man, alright? 100%.
Guess I need to pay him a visit then. Grins contented with himself. Gross, I hate this man. There's so much to do. So many people to talk to. Whoa, what's happening here? Why was it doing that? I didn't touch anything. It's fine. Says speakers from the people of Samara.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
No need to
Oh.
dress this one up. Just
Oh,
You, I want
okay.
Manyo. Oh no, it was just the only thing I could think of.
Yes. You see, I'm
Okay,
an honest entrepreneur.
Where are you
Me,
from, Siling?
It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about
Siling?
the past? I'm all business now. All Revochal.
But you're not local, are you?
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
Apricot suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revochal. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Man, this apricot's business sounds complicated all of a sudden. Apricots are
Yes,
delicious.
Apricots come from Seaguy. My grandma used to grow them. But Seaguy is a shithole. That's why I came to Revochal. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Seaguy.
So, Siling, what's your stance on drugs?
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. What? Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'm super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale, or at my home, or on my person.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
I actually don't like drugs.
Cool. Especially after you already said you're into them. All the coolest detectives in the movies do drugs. I'm very conflicted about it. Still, no drugs here.
We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic
That's
jam.
even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver.
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little.
I'm a little
That's
lorry
not the
driver.
most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. So you forgot to tell me.
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? Or, Siling, my sources tell me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union.
No, that's insane. It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that?
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
Wait, what crowd?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd. There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorry man.
Okay. Who are you afraid of? Was it some drug crowd? You know who they are, tell me now. You're wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is transporting the drugs here. Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff. Ooh! These are both bad. But, like, in... these are the bad options. And they're good bad options, but, like, bad options. Do I want to go the intimidation route? I mean, they're both intimidation, but do I want to go direct intimidation or... Okay, if you don't tell me, then I'm doing this one. Tell your employer you've been selling his stuff.
Look, there's bad people here doing bad things. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've been in Revochal for 15 years, working my way up.
If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Who are these other drivers who
All of
talk?
them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Dazed out? Strange?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Okay, we're cool now.
Right. Very cool. Let's cap this off with a purchase. A pair of funky sunglasses, detective. You deserve it. And I deserve it too. Don't you think?
No, I'm leaving. Let's see if Tommy has anything new to say. And then we'll probably call it there for now.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady
I
driver?
don't want to talk about that.
Shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. Why? Do you know something? What is
I was
it?
hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you
I
do.
didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Bah, emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Who is this person? What's her
Thank
name?
God, I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
Who is she to
A
you?
friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to...
Oh,
Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
can't just let it go. It's part of a
That's
police
how it always is with
investigation.
you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
You said she's troubled.
She's
No.
got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
It's not snitching. It's just a few
It's
questions.
I know what it is.
I was told everyone's afraid of her.
I
You're
heard the
not?
rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that
Oh my god,
information.
everyone's arguing with each other.
It's right here.
Oh god!
The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
Right. So you're all right with others ratting her out. You just don't want your hands dirty. Put yourself in my shoes. I need this from another investigation too. It's important. Can't blow it. She's a suspect, and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation. Gonna force Tommy. Fuck. So you're all right with others ratting her out? Hold
Fine.
on.
I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too.
She's a suspect, and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
Something breaks in him as he stares into your eyes. You are a fool, my guy. I am a bad man. Where's the lady driver? He takes a keyring from his pocket, then looks at it before giving it to you in silence.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the Statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday.
He blinks, his eyes half empty now. Anything else? Like where she is now?
No. I don't know.
And why did you have the keys?
She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
Doesn't finish the sentence. I'm not sorry. One more thing. About something else.
Nah. I need to think my own thoughts now. Pray forgiveness for my sins. Go check your cabin. I hope it gets you something. Help someone.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and do a hard save. And we'll do more of this next time. Yeah, I hope to, like, I do want to get into, like, a regular, like, recording schedule, but this is definitely, like, more of a side thing than anything else. But I'll try and get more of these out soon, because I'm excited to see what other bad choices we can make. But for now, that's it. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye, friends.